Welcome, class, to Lesson 114, Focus on Mathematical Practices. Our goal today is strong mathematicians can solve real-world problems involving addition and subtraction. So what we've been working on these last couple of sessions, hopefully feel better about solving these word problems and using these skills that help make us successful. Right now, to go to your pencil and your notebook and write down today's notes to help us. So you're going to copy down this chart below for future use. You'll be using this one in a problem in the future. Let's see, we have bridge. We have a bunch of bridges. Some of them I can pronounce, and probably other ones I will be nowhere close. So you write down the name of those bridges. The length over water in feet. And we have an estimation category. We're kind of going to practice our estimation skill here a little bit. So when we look at these numbers, we want to think of what would be the best place value to estimate things in, because that's a skill that kind of is important to know what makes a good estimate. If we'd estimate these all to, let's say, the 100,000 place value, well, these would all turn into 100,000, and that really wouldn't be able to separate them and make them easier for us to possibly graph that information. So let's try if we take the eraser. And what if we go to the nearest 10,000? Well, if we look at all of these 10,000s, I think that might be a pretty good number to... That could be a good possibility. Let's see what that looks like if we estimate to the nearest 10,000. We would have 120,000, 120,000, 130,000, and 140,000. So that overall it doesn't look so bad, but my concern would be that we see these two numbers are the same, so you would say that this bridge and this bridge would be the same, but really we know that there's a pretty big difference of 4,000. So maybe estimating to the nearest 10,000 maybe isn't the best here. So maybe let's try to the nearest 1,000. So we'll erase this information and go to the nearest 1,000. So we underline our thousands. We're going to look at our our hundreds category and do some estimation. This would be 121,000 feet, 117,000, so 117,000 feet, 126,000 feet, and 139,000 feet. Yeah, by looking at these, they're all different numbers to kind of show us. So I think that's probably our best estimation of the groups. We're on to the nearest 1,000. So right now I'm going to pause and copy this chart down that you can use in reference later in the problem. Our problem today says Liang's goal is to ride over the Hangzhou Bay Bridge and the Jizhou Bay Bridge, which I know I pronounced horribly wrong and I apologize already. Tanya wants to ride over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway and the Macaque Swamp Bridge, which I apologize for pronunciation as well. Who will travel the greater distance on the bridges? How many more feet will he or she travel? So I read it all again. Liang's goal is to ride over the Hangzhou Bay Bridge and the Jizhou Bay Bridge. Tanya wants to ride over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway and the Macaque Swamp Bridge. Who will travel the greater distance on the bridges? How many more feet will he or she travel? So I gotta figure out which one. Who will travel the greater distance on the bridges? My first part. I have another question. How many more feet will he or she travel? So I guess I gotta figure out how many feet each individual person traveled. So let's put Liang here. And I'll put Tanya over here. I'll go Tanya in blue. So let's put Tanya's numbers right now. She rode over the lake. Yes, she rode over this one. So we don't use the estimate, we're going to use the actual number. So we have 1, 2, 5, 6, 6, 4, plus the Macaque Swamp Bridge, which is 1, 2, 1, 4, 4, 0. We'll add those together. 4, 0, carry the 1. We get a 1 here, carry the 1. 7, Don't have to carry 4 and 2. So that's how many miles she rode over those bridges. Now we go to Liang and her bridges. So she had the Hangzhou. So we have 117057. And the Jiuzhou Bridge. So 139392. Add those together. We have a 9. 5 plus 9 is 14. So 4, carry the 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus 3 is 4. 7 plus 9 is 16. So a 6, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 3 is 5. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So it looks like right now Liang has traveled the most distance, which would answer kind of the first part of the question. But we have another part of the question. How many more feet will he or she travel? So now I need to take my two answers of 2,506, 449 minus 247, 104, and subtract. See if I can extend the page. Yes. 9 minus 4 is 5. 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 6 minus 7, I have more on the floor, so I need to go next door. So change my 5 to a 4. Make this a 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. 4 minus 4 is 0. And 2 is 0. So 900. So Liang traveled 9,345 more feet than Tanya. Whew, that was quite a bit to take in. There's a lot of work that goes into solving these type of problems, but we take our time and use our skill to help us solve them correctly. So you can pause this down and write down this information to help you use this example to help guide you for your question. And we'll go to your turn. We'll go back to the single page display, make it nice and big for you. So, we'll through the problem. Mitsu's goal is to ride over the Makok Swamp Bridge and the Jiuzhou Bay Bridge. Natalie wants to ride over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway and the Hangzhou Bay Bridge. Who will travel the greater distance on the bridges? How many more feet will he or she travel? Sounds like a very similar problem, but some different bridges in some different orders. So use your example as a great guide. I will also bring the chart over here, and I'm going to drag it down right here, and hopefully I can go a 2-page display. So you can pause it right here at this spot so you can see both the problem and the chart to help you out and solve this one. So take your time, do your best, and best of luck. So pause the video right now and go to work. As always, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, feel free to write those down, and we can share those with the class to help us be able to answer and work through word problems. Also, if you have any strategies that you use to help you, feel free to include those as well that can help other class members who may be struggling with still working on these word problems.